Hello, this is Betty of Astrology with Betty, and today I wanted to make a video to talk about Saturn going direct. Saturn has been retrograde and Capricorn, following closely along with the South Node of the Moon in Capricorn since April 29th. So on September 18th, it's going to go direct at 13 degrees of Capricorn. So what this basically means is Saturn is the Lord of karma. It's father time. It's structure. Saturn it used to be, until Jupiter was discovered, it was the outer realms. And so it's kind of the Lord of the three-dimensional. It's what makes things real, structure. It goes along with Capricorn, which is in the 10th house, which is our function in the world. So right now, since April, at the end of April, actually beginning of May, things may have felt very stuck on a lot of levels. This rules where we need to put our effort into making things real and tangible. So it's finances, career, or any effort that produces fruit. So things may have been stuck. This has been a very reflective time where we may have gone inside and kind of tried to rework what's working, what's not working, and now also, since it's following along with the South Node, this is past lives, past dynamics. This is what's going on underneath. So this is a time where we may have gone inside to reevaluate dynamics that we were raised with, family dynamics, any kind of relationship dynamics, any kind of beliefs. This has been a great time to really, things have been brought up. This has been a challenging time emotionally. You can also have felt very stuck. Like, I'm putting in all of this effort and nothing's coming from it. When Saturn goes direct, expect a lot of fated events, a lot of karmic happenings. If you've been waiting for an answer, if you've been waiting for something, a project or a relationship to take steps, to make movement, this is the time when you can expect, this is go time. Things are going to start happening and coming up and being, taking action. So this is a great time to really take some forward moving action and start laying the foundation here. When Saturn meets up with Pluto in January 12th of 2020, this is when things are really going to explode on a good level or a negative level. It all depends on. Saturn rewards you for the work that you put in. So if you have been doing your work, your inner work, your outer work, any kind of work, you will reap the rewards of that. And if you have been slacking, then it will also bring your attention to what you've let go. It has a lot to do with integrity. Now, since it's going to be it's followed the North Node, the South Node. Sorry, the South Node is in Capricorn. It is at 13 degrees. Now, 13 is the number of the goddess. This is the divine feminine energy, and Saturn is known as the masculine, the father. So this is a time where we have been really going in and taking a hard look at our inner calling, our inner voice. The divine feminine is the mysteries, it's the mystical, it's the intuition. And now, if we have done this correctly, it's time to take all of that and put it into direct, forward, tangible. Now let's make something real. Saturn wants to make things real. So 13, like I said, is a number that is associated with the goddess. If you think about it, there are 13 colonies. The United States was built by people who did actually worship the goddess. It was a goddess-based. They weren't out public about it, but everything, all of the esoteric, all of the hermetic, all of the symbolism can be traced back to the goddess. There were 12 apostles plus Jesus is 13, 12 knights of the round table plus King Arthur is 13. So if you go back in time, 13 is a very significant number, and it pays homage to the divine feminine. So we all have divine feminine and divine masculine energy inside of us. So it's a time where we're marrying them, and we're using this, hopefully, to build a firm foundation of what kind of structure and what we want to see manifest in our lives. So like I said, I just wanted to bring some attention that things are going to actually start to be real. Expect, if you've been waiting to hear an outcome, if you've been waiting for a certain situation to come to fruition or to get your information on something, if you've been waiting for an answer, now is the time. People will come back from the past. Things that have been hanging in the balance, you will start, things are going to start to even out. The challenge is going to be to accept the outcome, because now it is moving forward, and it's time to cut away what no longer serves us. So if it's outdated belief systems, outdated anything, any kind of fear, anything that's been holding us back, now it's time to really be courageous. And what needs to fall away? What kind of behaviors, what kind of programming, what kind of anything that is not serving us, what needs to be cut away? Relationships, career, anything that is holding you back needs to be cut away. Now, this is very important, because when Saturn and Pluto meet up, this is no joke. This is going to be an explosion. Okay, so it can be, it doesn't have to be negative, but it's very powerful. How is that power going to manifest in your life? You still have time to really start to take some integrity-based actions. It's a time to things you will get accounted for if there's things that are due to you, but also you need to take stock. Do I owe any apologies? Do I need to rectify my behavior? Well, how do I live in full integrity? That's what Saturn demands of us, is to, the rules, the regulations, the structure, and you can't build anything on a shaky foundation. So, like I said, it's going to be direct on September 18th, and it's going to stay direct until May, I believe May 10th, and then it will station to go retrograde again. It's an ongoing dance. Whatever is going on in the cosmos is always a reflection of what's going on inside of us. So nothing is actually happening to us. Everything is happening in us, and we're just experiencing this for our lessons. So this is a time to really make peace with everything that's happened in your life. Bless it, release it, renew it, or whatever you have to do, and start to get moving forward. Because it really is, if you've been feeling stuck, it's like you've been like a horse, like held back, and now the gates are open. It's time to run. Things are going to start moving very quickly, and it's going to be an exciting time. So I just wanted to touch in about that. I also wanted to let you know that I have started a Patreon page where I'm going to be offering different levels of different videos and services, and you can visit that. I'll put the link in on my Patreon page. I'm also going to start doing a something called Pick a Card, with different messages, and there'll be different objects that you can pick from for different readings regarding relationships, work, messages from the universe, all that kind of stuff. So I invite you to check it out on my YouTube or my Facebook channel. And I just want to wish you guys the best, and make the most of this time, because this is a time when things are going to start to be real, and everything that we do now is going to be really cemented. So until the next time, I wish you well.